all know that kids can have tantrums and meltdowns around the holiday season, but let's be honest, we as moms can too. Hey there, my name is Kate Wood. I am a Christian life coach, an emotional intelligence coach, and a mom of 5. And we have our share of meltdowns around here, and we're real about it. But I want to give you 7 tips to avoid your own holiday meltdown and smooth out those holiday wrinkles. So strategy number 1 for avoiding your own holiday meltdown is to let other people be them and you do you, okay? So what I mean by this is you may have a family member come up to you and they don't like the way that you're managing Christmas dinner, or they don't like how your kids are acting, or any number of things. Now, of course, we can sometimes take these things into consideration and think about might I change things or do things different in the future, but sometimes in the crazy of the holidays, we don't even really have time to process that. So what we can say in our brains is, hey, I'm going to let her have her opinion. It doesn't have to mean anything about me right now. And I'm going to have my opinion of me, that I am a loving mother, I am a welcoming hostess, and I'm a child of God. And we leave it at that. Yes, we can look at it in the future, but as for right now, okay, Aunt Bertrude, I just made up a name, Bertrude. Aunt Bertrude, you can have your opinion and I'm going to have mine, and we're both okay. That's your tip number 1. Tip number 2, in order to avoid your holiday meltdown, I want you to add margin to your calendar unapologetically. This time of year, your calendar will seem under attack from every angle. So what I want you to do is schedule in early bedtimes, schedule in time for you to read or stare at the wall. I'm not kidding. Put it in your calendar and mark yourself as busy. You need to be a little bit ruthless this time of year. Otherwise, you're going to push yourself too hard and other people are going to annoy the heck out of you. And I don't want that to happen. Strategy number 3 for avoiding your own holiday meltdown is to set a curfew for your whole family. I know sometimes when we've had too much sugar, not enough sleep, maybe not enough water, there's so many things going on within our household, we start to annoy each other. You may notice your kids are fighting a little bit more, your kids annoy you more, you annoy them more. That is a great time to institute curfew. They don't necessarily have to go to bed, but if the stuff's hitting the fan, it might be like, okay, everybody, you can go listen to music, you can read, but we're all going to get out of each other's faces and just be quiet. So it's okay to institute curfew, even if you have company. I feel like at a certain point in the evening, even if they like to stay up late, it's okay to say, hey, I'm going to hit the hay. It's a busy time of year. I'm pretty tired. I'm going to go to bed. And you don't have to go to sleep right away. You could read or journal or pray, cry, process emotions, do what you need to do, but set a curfew. Strategy number 4 for avoiding your own holiday meltdown is just to decide who you want to show up as, because we, as you well know, do not have control over other people. As much as we may try to finesse or manipulate or make things happen so that other people feel certain ways, loved, appreciated, welcomed, however else we want them to feel, we can't put them in a headlock and give them a noogie until they feel that way. So what we can decide is, hey, I'm going to show up as a very loving and open person, and they're allowed to act however they want. Of course, we set boundaries on inappropriate behavior, but we really can only decide how we want to act, what we want to believe, how we want to think, and go into the situation that way. That way you have control over it. Isn't that nice? Strategy number 5 for avoiding your own holiday meltdown, and this is really neat. You can teach this to kids as well. What you can do is give yourself a butterfly hug. So I would start out with a couple deep breaths, belly breaths, nice long exhales. And then what you do is you just crisscross your hands kind of on your clavicles. I'm going to hook my thumbs, okay? It'd be better without a jacket. And then you just start tapping alternate sides. You can go at the pace you want. We're not pounding our chest, but by tapping and by doing it across the midline with opposite hands can bring a very nice calming effect. You could go in the bathroom and do this. You could break it out in the middle of a meal if you need to. Do what you got to do. But this is very calming. Try it with me. Give yourself a butterfly hug. You deserve it. Strategy number 6 for avoiding your own holiday meltdown is to take a bathroom retreat. You might be like, that's weird, Kate. Sometimes we're around a whole bunch of people and maybe some emotions come up, or we're starting just to get overwhelmed or fatigued. Most of the time, no one is going to bother you in the bathroom unless you have like a 2-year-old. But a lot of times that might be one of the few places where you can escape and no one's gonna bug you. Another place sometimes is your car, or you can be like, I'm gonna take a quick walk. I ate so much turkey, But the bathroom, man, no one's gonna really question you on that if you get up and go to the bathroom. What are you gonna do in the bathroom? Well, not that. You could, but you could take some deep breaths. You could pray. You could just stare at the wall. You could remind yourself of who you want to show up as in this situation. Any number of somatic techniques or calming techniques that you need to do. You can process emotions in the bathroom. Don't be afraid to find a little place of solitude, lock the door, and give yourself maybe 3 to 4 minutes. No one needs to know what you're doing in there, just to pause and regroup so that you can go out fresh and you're not going to have a meltdown. Strategy number 7 for avoiding your own holiday meltdown is to ask yourself this simple question every chance you get when it comes to holiday logistics. How can I simplify this? A lot of times we overcomplicate. Maybe we have added traditions in from many, many, many years of parenting, and the kids are in a different place now. They don't really care about it anymore. Maybe you're in a different place now and it's just not as valuable to you. So just be careful to not add and never subtract. Like, we have simplified our Christmas Eve meal a lot because we know we're going to be at church. We get home, everybody's hungry. So we do like shrimp, summer sausage, cheese and crackers, and some other things that are so easy. We can throw it together in 10 to 15 minutes. And we all love it. You may realize as you simplify, you and your family enjoy it even more. So those are your 7 tips for avoiding your own holiday meltdown. I would love to know if you have other ones. Drop it into the comments and let's share and help each other out. If you love this type of content, please subscribe. I'll see you again next week.